So hello everyone. So in today's session, we are going to see the solution to this particular question, which you are seeing on the screen. So in this question, we have been given this data. 10 participants in a debate competition have been ranked by 3 judges. And these are the orders in which the judges have ranked these participants. Now we have to use the rank correlation coefficient method to determine which pair of judges has the nearest approach to common taste in debate. That means which pair of judges is grading these participants in a similar manner. So for this, we have been asked to use rank correlation coefficient method. So this is the formula for rank correlation coefficient. It's called as Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. And you can see in this formula 1 minus 6 times summation di square. So this di is the difference between the ranks. And n is the total number of items. So in this particular case, n is equal to 10 because there are 10 participants. What is going to be our method is we are going to calculate the rank correlation between the scores given by judge 1 and 2, then same thing for judge 2 and 3, and then for judge 1 and 3. And then we will look at the values generated and give our comment upon the question which we have been asked to answer. Basically, which pair of judges has the nearest approach to common taste in debate. So hopefully I've understood the question, and let's now go to the calculation part of it. Now, once again, I'm just showing you that this is the formula which we are using. Now, basically, the main thing is that we need this value, di square, and I'm going to calculate di square for each pair of ranks. So here D12, that means difference in the ranks awarded by judge 1 and 2. And then of course I need the square of this value and the summation of that. And the same thing I'm going to do for judge 2 and 3 and then judge 1 and 3. And for each of these, once again, we need the sum of the squares of these ranks. So I've already done the calculation. You are advised to do this by making use of your calculator. So here you can see 1 and 2, 1 minus 3 minus 2, and then 6 and 5, 1, and so on. Okay. And then I've done the square of each of these. So 4, 1, 9, and so forth. And the sum comes out to be 208. Likewise, we are going to do the same thing for D23 and then D13. So I've got the sum of all these values. And like I said before, the value of n is 10. So I've just calculated the divisor ahead of time to be used in each of the calculations. So we have n square is 100. So n square minus 1 will be 99. And n into n square minus 1 is 990. So now we are all set to calculate the rank correlation coefficient. So this is row 1, 2. That means the rank correlation coefficient between the ranks awarded by judge 1 and 2. So 1 minus 6 times summation D12 square divided by n into n square minus 1. And I'll just substitute the values over here. So summation D12 square is 208. So once I do this calculation, and you are advised to do this yourself, I get this value minus 0.2606. Similarly, I do the same calculation for finding out the rank correlation between the ranks awarded by judge 2 and 3. And that gives me a rank correlation of minus 0.2969. Here you can see I've substituted the summation values multiplied by 6 divided by 990 and subtracted the whole thing from 1. Likewise, the same thing has been done for calculating the rank correlation between the scores awarded by judge 1 and 3. And here once again I've applied the formula substituted the summation values multiplied by 6 divided by 990, subtracted the whole from 1, and that gives me the value 0.6363. So taking into account the concept of correlation, here I have a negative correlation. That means that the judges don't have a common approach towards giving their ranks. Same is the case with judge 2 and 3. But whereas in the case of judge 1 and 3, we can see that the correlation coefficient is high degree positive correlation. This means that out of the 3 combinations of 1, 2, 2, 3, and 1, 3, judge 1 and 3 have the most common approach towards, or they rather have the same taste in awarding the scores to the participants. So we'll again revisit the question which we had started with. So if we see that question, just give me a minute. Let me just go back to the original question. So here it is. So we have been asked to make a comment on nearest approach to common taste in debate. So we got negative scores for 1, 2, we got a negative score. Then we got a negative score for 2, 3 as well. Whereas for 1, 3, we got a score of 0.6363. So this means our answer is that the pair of judge 1 and 3 have the nearest approach to common taste in debate. So you can revisit the video, whichever part you feel you need to revisit. And if you have understood, then just comment understood in the comment section. In case you haven't, then you are advised to just go through the video once again. And also, please remember that you need to do the calculations yourself as well. Thank you.